My name is Mitch Farmer, and I teach aerospace at West Clermont High School. This is the first year of our partnership with Sporty's Pilot Shop, where students interested in the aviation industry get real-world experience. And I was approached last September, so over a year ago now, and basically Greg Potabom walked in my room, our principal, and said, "What do you think about teaching aerospace and aviation?" And I kind of laughed, and he said, "No, but seriously." So it's a year into the class now, and it's been going really well. So I am the aerospace teacher now.
I've always really liked planes, and I've always really wanted to be a pilot. Ever since I was little, I took my first flight, and it was on Delta, and they invited me into the cockpit, and I really liked it. So I've always wanted to be a pilot, and yeah, it's just a passion that I have.
I've always kind of been interested in aviation. I just didn't know what I really wanted to do. Like last year I wanted to be an aerospace engineer, and this year I've kind of been looking a little more into the piloting side of things. We got a visit by Sporty's, and they had some of their CFIs come in and talk to us about the career pathway that piloting is and all the opportunities you get with that, and it kind of intrigued me. So I did my own research, and I think that's the path I kind of want to go down.
My name is Michael Wolf. Currently I'm the chairman CEO of Sporty's and the majority stockholder. Sporty's has been around since 1961, so over 60 years, and I've been part of it for over 52. I was a warehouse kid. Hal Shevers, the founder of the company, hired me out of Amelia High School in 1972, and I started walking over here after school every day, and I just worked in the warehouse, swept the floors, cut the grass, cleaned the toilets, did the trash, did all that kind of stuff, and just worked hard, worked my way up. And they came up with this high school initiative program, and I was all for it because you can't get the kids in college. They've already made a decision. So let's see if we can get them in high school. It's got to be in West Clermont. It's my alma mater. That's where I came from, and it's close by.
So what's great about this program is it is a 4-year program. Really, the first 2 years that students are in the class, they're learning anything and everything about aviation. Aviation history, mechanics, basic maneuvers in an airplane, how an airplane's made. I mean, they're getting all of this information. And then by the time their junior year rolls around, they would get to pick a pathway, whether they can go, they can say, oh, I want to go be a pilot, and they specifically focus on piloting that junior year. And then by the time their senior year rolls around, we want them taking their FAA exam, we want them passing it, we want them getting ready to go fly in the future. And then same with the drone. We want them to take their drone test, we want them to pass it.
And the program has got a lot of different pathways. I think the three most important really are, pilots, that's the whole thing. That makes it cool, but more importantly, mechanics. There's a super shortage of mechanics. If you can't fix the airplanes, you can't fly the airplanes. So that's a really great career to go into, because you can pretty much live and work wherever you want to. And then the drone thing, there's a lot of talk about drones.
There are jobs everywhere, and with great salaries, great benefits, and career options that a lot of kids don't know are out there.
Well, this is a brand new program, and I've personally wanted to go into aerospace engineering since I was in middle school, and so having an aerospace program my senior year really just seemed like a great opportunity and chance to experience right before I go into college. I would eventually like to move to Texas and work for NASA at their Houston base, but I don't really know, whatever falls into my lap. We've learned a lot. We've mostly about airplane mechanics. We've learned about their flight systems. We've learned about how they work, how they operate, and what keeps them going, and just all of what makes airplanes go.
I've been thinking that the technology is definitely up there. That's obvious. But I didn't have all the options back in high school. I had, as you're going to college or play sports, but now there's so many more options out there that makes it amazing. And I don't know how these kids figure out which path they want to do. But, that's the biggest change I see, is the options available to the kids.
It surprises my family a lot. I go home and I tell them about what I did, and they're always kind of surprised. They think I've heard them say they've never got to do that as a kid, or I hear other family members who are also where I am in high school, or maybe they're a little younger in middle school, and they just think it's amazing. 5 years down the road, I think that this class is going to be a lot bigger. More students, more opportunities for students, different classes for different pathways.
I'd just like to see successful and grow, but not too much, so it's not overcrowded, but just slowly grow nice and strong, and keep pumping kids into the industry, because it's a great industry. With a strong aviation, you have a strong country. So,
Mr. Farmer, our teacher, has talked a lot about our partnership with Sporties and how he's trying to set up different courses and experiences with Sporties where we can go visit them, we can talk to flight instructors, and I feel like that down the road, even if I don't get to experience it after I graduate, will be a great opportunity for everyone below.
When I was kind of given this opportunity, I was like, man, I love to learn, so I'd love to, jump in and see what I can do. And now I'm learning to become a pilot and potentially a ground instructor, and I'm doing a lot of fun, really interesting stuff. I'm hoping to get it in the next year or so. So then I could basically, I always like to say, I practice what you preach. And I'd like to be able to, show kids at the high school, like, hey, look at what I'm doing. You could be doing this. When we say WC Strong, we're basically saying it's a family here. We want to be not only strong as a student body, as a staff, and as a community, but we want to be strong as a district. In providing, opportunities like this and giving our students the choice to pursue what they want in the future, it only plays to their strengths and their abilities, and it pushes them to be the best version that they can be of themselves.
West Clermont Strong to me means having a stronger foundation for any career paths we want to go into, especially as high school students. Like being able to go into programs such as the Oaks or programs such as aerospace here. Just being able to have those classes before actually going into college or a trade or a job or the military or whatever you want to go into. I feel like that prepares you for the real world a lot more than you would find maybe at other places.
I feel like this will prepare me for when I do go to that four-year college, and when I'm like, maybe college recruiters will look at me and see that I took this class and be like, yeah, he wants the major in aviation.
West Clermont Strong to me means a strong foundation for education, because I feel like with all of our different programs, all of our different ways that we can dip into future careers, I feel like we are setting all students up for a great future.